I was standing at a table in front of Blossom's bookstore. They have all these postcards that they make out of old book cover prints, and they're pretty cool to look at. So I was just browsing, and the table next to me had a bunch of teenagers browsing there. They look like maybe like very senior high schoolers, in the late teens, like 17, 18, around that age, 16 to 18, that age group. And they were all talking and then looking through it. And first of all, when I saw them there, I felt happy. I thought, oh, it's so nice to see even young kids these days showing an interest in books and stuff like that, right? Because most of it is digital now. Not everybody has that interest in reading. So it's nice to see the very young people show an interest in novels and reading and literature and all kinds of stuff like that. And then suddenly one guy picked up one of the posters and he screamed with so much joy, like, oh my god, Balzac! And I was impressed. I'm like, oh, this guy, not only is he interested in literature, he seems to know Balzac, who writes French literature. I was like, oh, that is pretty impressive. And before I could complete my feeling of, oh wow, so nice, and complete my getting impressed in a few seconds, that guy looked at it friend. He's like, oh my god, this guy is called Balzac. Ha 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 ha. And then they all burst into giggles, and all of them were like, oh my god, tittering. So yeah, they had no clue who Balzac was, but yeah, his name sounds like Balzac. So initially I got annoyed. I was like, oh, okay, how immature, this is so juvenile. Then I remembered. I was like, no, actually, when we were in school, 16, 17, 18, when we were that age, we could laugh at the silliest jokes like this and really find things funny. Anything that sounds even remotely, maybe dirty, we'd laugh our heads off at it. The silliest things could set off me and my friends into a series of giggles and giggles and giggles. Hi, I'm Susmita Veganosaurus. This is the Feel Good Factor. Welcome. So recently, my friend and I were talking about how, it's been decades since we've giggled that way. I just randomly laughed, and, uncontrollable laughter. That's a feeling I miss. It happens now, but it happens a little rarely. So I make an effort to go hunt out ways to make myself laugh really hard. I crave for laughter. Either, of course, when I'm talking and telling jokes and people are laughing, that's my favorite. My favorite thing to do is make people laugh. Whether I'm teaching a class, giving a talk on a panel discussion, whatever, right? Writing. I want people to laugh, and I feel good when I see that response of laughter. But I also love to go find things like, sharp wit, humor. Yes, clever humor, yes, but also sometimes the silliest things that can make me laugh. Not the try hard kind of humor where, not slapstick stuff, but stuff that's really funny for no reason at all. You don't know why it's that funny, but it is, and you just keep laughing. I crave that. I go hunting for it. How often do you do that for yourself? How often do you go and look for things, put yourself in the situations, find maybe friends and company, or content, books, watch things which give you the giggles? Because giggles are so important. It makes everything lighter. It makes you feel lighter. It makes life feel better. You stop taking things too seriously, even for just, those few minutes, those few moments. Life isn't as serious anymore. But often, we're always hunting for other things. And we waste so much time on, especially things like online arguments and looking through, doom scrolling, looking through news and all kinds of stuff. Yes, lots of bad shit's happening in the world. Of course, it's happening all the time. We need to be aware, to an extent, but we don't have to steep ourselves in that, because honestly, that's not the only reality, right? So, especially in times like this, it's extra important for us to step away from all of that, whether it's serious bad stuff happening in the world, or if it's even seriously learning stuff, gaining knowledge, self improvement, workout, creativity. There's so much, our business running, there's so much. But we need to step out from all of that to get the giggles, get doses and doses of giggles. Believe me, when we can do that, when we consciously seek it out, more of it comes to our life. Of course, we attract more of that. But when we do consciously seek it out, it's it's a well-being exercise. It's something that we're doing good for ourselves. So yes, when it comes to reading, I do like reading interesting stuff, stories, emotions, all that. But I do go looking for things that can make me laugh and giggle. In just off the top of my mind, in my recent readings, one is David Sedaris's books. He has such funny writing. So I read his stuff. And then, of course, my absolute favorite is Terry Pratchett's Discworld. Terry takes serious things. Also, he brings out so many good points, but also he makes light of so much and makes us giggle and laugh. Another is books by Marianne Keyes. I love her stuff, especially the one with the five sisters. That's like my favorite. So you can look for that. Look for Marianne Keyes and the Sisters series. You'll find it. That's really good. It's being made into a TV series. Oh God, I hope they do a good job. I'm partially excited, but also a little scared. But I love that series. And then, of course, there's the classics, good old PG Wodehouse. Again, so silly, so funny, really light-hearted. So look for these different authors, look for their work, read them, make yourself laugh, giggle, find friends who appreciate laughter and giggling, and spend time with them. It's so important for us. And you know what? If you giggle for silly reasons, if something makes you laugh, don't judge yourself. It's okay. It's okay to be juvenile and immature. Well, not all the time, but when it comes to laughter, it's good. It's good. That was my little reminder to you to go find laughter. This is the Feel Good Factor. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus. Thank you so much for listening. And if you enjoyed this, then you're going to love my newsletter, The Feel Good Tribe. Go to veganosaurus.com/newsletter and sign up. As I said, I love to make people laugh. So that's what happens in my newsletter too. All right. Talk to you again next week. Take care. Bye.